What's up, Trader's Edge? It's Mark Sebastian, your only option with our midweek update. Today, I'm going to share some levels and what's going on in the S&P, the triple Q, the IWM, and the mid caps. I am going to let you know kind of how we've been trading and what we're watching. I'm going to share what I think could happen tomorrow with quadruple witching, and we'll give you maybe a little look ahead as well. But let's get down to business and start with what's happening in SPX. So it's been a wild day. Check out my chart of the SPX. I mean, we're up big, up, and then down. The S&P has moved low to high in 2 days. We went from 46. We went from 46, 43 low to a high of 47, 38, 100 points in 2 days. That is just an incredible move. And yet implied volatility is about as cheap as we're going to get. And we'll look at the VIX here in a second. As the S&P looks like it might be a little played out. Why? Well, check out the triple Q. After opening up really big, it is now down on the day. The mega caps, Apple went from up over $2 to down on the day. Amazon is down. Google is down. All the mega names are down. Who's up? Your mid-cap banks. Look at KRE. That thing is exploding higher. XLF is up as well, having a nice day. But really, the big winners from the Fed's announcement on Wednesday is going to be these mid-cap banks, KRE. So who's in there? TFC, CMA, FITB. Those are my three favorite. We just closed a trade in TFC. We were long the Feb 35 calls. We got in for about $1.65. Sold them at 330. That is a nice 100% win in about 3 days. I rolled up to a new strike, so I am still long TFC. I had Apple calls expiring at the end of the month that I closed. That was taking advantage of this move. What we saw in the open was a big push of long call selling. And that's really what kicked us off to start moving lower. Now, what's still going up? MDY, this is the mid-cap bank index. This is one that I really like, and I think it has room to run. It could go to 530 before it's all said and done. So I'm looking for another 5% there. And IWM, it's going to break 200 here. And it still has a ton of room to rally. Remember, the high of the year, or the 1 year high, goes all the way back to 2021. This thing was 240. I'm not saying it's going to 240, but I think it looks like it's going to 210. And so I really like small caps. I like mid caps. I think I like the banking, mid cap banks the most. Oil also looks like it may have floored. So I'm looking for oil to continue to rally today through Friday. Now, VIX, and then this will draw us into what's going on. VIX is now up about 30 cents. It went up with the drop in the mega caps. MGK is a good ETF to look at for mega cap pricing. VIX is rallying here, and the futures term structure, which was predicting a pretty substantial drop in VIX, we're actually partially backward. VIX is trading above the December future. That is crazy. December options, December futures, which have Friday, Monday, Tuesday left to trade, they're too cheap. If you're looking for the VIX to drop or pop, you can basically buy a VIX option, and you're basically buying the cash index right now. That is how it's trading. I think that one is potentially looking to I think VIX could see a little bit of a bid. Why? Well, we've got quadruple witching on Friday. What does that mean? That means index options, equity options, futures, and futures options all expire. And there is a ton of paper that is coming off the books. That's open contracts that's coming off the books at the 4,700 strike, at the 4,650, and all the way up at 4,750. There's just massive open interest evaporating tomorrow morning between futures, index options, and indexes. When those expire, that's going to free up the market to kind of move as it will. And that could really, with the selling that we've seen today, we could see that kind of continue further. I think the trade that we're interested in, and I want to show you this trade because this was a massive trade. RSP. This is the equal weighted version of the S&P. So they are massively buying the 160 calls and the 165 calls. So the trade I like is long MDY, IWM, RSP, and hedge it with either the triple Q or the SPX. That trade is going to make some money. I still like the mid-cap banks, and I've closed just about most of my longs I've closed, except for the ones that are in those sectors of IWM, MDY, and in KRE. And that's where I think you're going to be seeing some real potential to make some money. Folks, last chance to sign up for Weekly Profit Cycles at its launch price. The link is in this email. Give us a call and join us. Weekly Profit Cycles is awesome. You're going to love it. I'll be back tomorrow with my wrap up for the week. I'll give you a full report on what happened with quadruple witching. And then on Saturday, of course, I'll be back with my look at the week ahead. I hope you have a great rest of your trading day and a great rest of your week. I'll see you tomorrow.